Here's the pitch. And Narrier blasts it to left. Goodbye. That's halfway to Burleson. Narrier puts one up into the Cleburne Knight. Warzak from the belt, the 3-2. This one lofted to left field. This one's going back. Briggs is looking up, and that one leaves the yard.
Ground ball to the right side. Arroyo fields it. He throws to first. And the final ticket to the party in the Eastern Division belongs not to Cinderella, but to the Cleburne Railroaders.
I know that he got me now by sight.
Well, a happy Monday. Good afternoon, Railroader fans. Brad Allred with you here for the 2023 debut edition of RailTalk. Hope everyone's had an enjoyable winter as we get closer to the 2023 season. May can't get here soon enough. Thought we would jump on today and talk about a couple of player signings that have taken place here in recent days. And then we will talk about the Liberty Classic. And then we'll leave you with what you can expect later in the week on all Cleburne Railroader social media channels. Now, I had hoped to have manager Logan Watkins on with me today to talk about a trio of these player signings. But for those that know Logan, this is also a very busy time of year for him. You see, when Logan is not managing the Railroaders, he is managing his fantasy football teams. He is an avid fantasy football player. And while fantasy football season for this season is over, what Logan is busy doing is he is in the middle of his 38th mock draft for the upcoming 2023 season. And Logan is knee-deep today in trying to filling that RB3 position. So he didn't quite have time to come on and talk with me today about Railroader baseball as he's in the midst of fantasy land. But hopefully we can have Logan on later in the week or in the coming episodes of RailTalk to discuss some of the players that he signed. And all joking aside about the fantasy football, boy, Logan has been hard at work putting this team together. And, man, he is putting together a 2023 team on paper that looks to be in the upper echelon of the American Association. I want to talk about three of those players today. And I thought that I would start by telling you about Brian Klein. Now, those that know Brian Klein, if you don't know Brian and that name looks familiar, well, maybe it should, because Brian Klein, of course, played his college baseball at Texas Tech in Lubbock. Brian, formerly of the Nationals and Braves organization, spent some time in the Frontier League in Windy City last year, where he made quite the statement in just a small sample size, handful of games. Hit 6 home runs in Windy City, sprays the ball all over the field. Now, Brian brings some versatility to this lineup defensively as well. As you can see, Brian in a number of different positions. Can play that left side of the infield, whether it be shortstop, third base, can also play some second if needed, can also play the outfield as he played there occasionally during his time in Lubbock. And then what Brian brings to the table offensively is quite exciting too. I don't want to speak for Logan, but if I'm making predictions today here on January 30th, I would say that you could probably expect Brian to be near the top of the lineup card for manager Logan Watkins with just what he brings to the table offensively. Just has a knack for getting on base, good base runner, can steal some bases, just a well-equipped player that has all the tools to succeed in the American Association. And I expect Brian to do exactly that in his time in Cleburne. So very excited to have him as aboard. Now, another newcomer to the Railroaders upcoming, as we've talked about position players, pitching is also pivotal and quite important. And I know Logan has his eye on molding that starting rotation right out of the gate. And he really showed that with the signing of Travis Perry. Now, the Morristown, New Jersey native, big guy, fella stands 6'4". He's intimidating out on that mound. And you can expect Travis to be quite the flamethrower in Cleburne. I don't want to speak for pitching coach Arthur Rhodes or manager Logan Watkins, but I would fully expect to see Travis Perry anchored down somewhere near the front end of that rotation once we get to May. He brings a lot to the table, a lot of success, played in the AA level with the Giants most recently, and you expect some big things from Travis Perry. He will be an exciting member of that Railroader pitching staff that I think Railroader fans will quickly fall in love with quick. I certainly know Arthur Rhodes and Logan Watkins very excited to work with Travis, and I think I can speak on behalf of Railroader fans. We're definitely excited to see him put on those home whites and pitch in Cleburne in 2023. Now, while Klein and Perry might be faces you aren't quite familiar with, I certainly can show Railroader fans a face that they are very familiar with. Very excited to announce the re-signing of Edwin Arroyo. Now, Edwin, of course, big piece of that team last year and getting all the way to the Eastern Division Championship Series. Edwin, a staple at second base for the Railroaders, did quite the big things for this team in 2022. Edwin Arroyo, you know what you get with Edwin. You know what you get. You're going to get that leadership quality in the clubhouse. You know you get a 300 hitter. I mean, my goodness, Edwin Arroyo's hit 300 every year he's been in the American Association, dating back to his time with the Chicago Dogs and now most recently in his first year with Cleburne. Edwin's one of those guys you just know what you're going to get every day that he comes to the ballpark. He comes ready to play. He definitely brings all the tools and tangibles that you want out of an everyday player, and Edwin Arroyo definitely solidifies those and more at second base for the Railroaders. So that trio of Klein, Perry, and Arroyo right out of the gate, three big signings for manager Logan Watkins and three cornerstones to this roster upcoming in 2023. Now, I'm going to kind of contradict myself a bit here because I said in the open that, May will be here right around the corner. And with the Super Bowl upcoming, the Super Bowl for me, I identify that with baseball being right around the corner. Now, May for me, I can be an impatient guy at times. So May for me is a little long to wait. But if you're like me and that love for baseball, you don't necessarily have to wait till May to see baseball at the Depot at Cleburne Station, because upcoming on February 17th through 19th, we've got the Liberty Classic. That, of course, the series honoring those who serve as Army and Air Force will take the field at the Depot at Cleburne Station for 3 exciting days of baseball at the Depot. We're certainly excited to host the Liberty Classic, and we want to invite you to get your tickets now and make your plans to join us at the Depot February 17th through 19th. There's going to be fireworks on that Friday. There'll be flyovers every day, parachute jumpers jumping into the stadium each day, and they'll have military vehicles outside for the kids and adults alike to see as we honor those who serve with the Liberty Classic, Army and Air Force, February 17th through 19th. So make sure to get your tickets now and plan to be at the Depot for some collegiate baseball upcoming in mid-February. Now, as far as what's coming up, what you can expect later on in the week here on our social media channels, on Wednesday, you're going to have the opportunity to meet the newest member of the Railroader broadcast team. Now, this person that we're going to introduce you to on Wednesday, you're going to see their face quite a bit on the field during games at the Depot. You'll see their face quite a bit with some things we're going to do involving the broadcast in 2023. And you will see them around the stadium as well. This will be a face and a personality that you are definitely going to get to know and be very familiar with as we get closer to the 2023 season. And we are certainly excited to have her on board. So you're going to get the opportunity to meet the newest member of the Railroader team on Wednesday right here on social media. Then on Friday, we'll be back with the next episode of RailTalk, where we will highlight a couple of more signings for the Cleburne Railroaders. And the newest member of the Railroader broadcast team will be with me in studio on Friday from the Depot, as we will bring some fun to the show on Fridays. We're going to get a little bit personal with her, let you get to know the newest member of this Railroader broadcast team, and have some fun along the way, which you can expect every episode here on RailTalk in 2023. So that is going to do it for us this afternoon. I appreciate everyone being on board and look forward to you rejoining us on Wednesday and then again on Friday for the next edition of RailTalk. Brad Allred signing off. Stay warm, everybody, and we look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday. Until then, go Roaders!